For all you Game of Thrones fans, the best way to release your inner Viking is to throw an axe. Welcome to a brand new episode of Go. I'm your host, Dana Giesbrecht, and today we are at Axe Holes. Woo! Well, that's not, well, we can do better than that. We're at Axe Holes because we're showing you what it's like to release your aggression and throw axes at a giant target. Obviously, I need a lesson, so that's going to happen in the show today. But the reason we're really throwing axes is Yelp Fit Club starts up across the city again this Friday. 14 free events, everything from axe throwing to pole dancing. They have some MMA fighting and so many different activities. We're going to have all the details on today's show. And hopefully, I'll at least get one bullseye. That is my own personal mission. So, bounced off. I'm going to hurt myself. Okay, but to actually start the show, we are going to swing into spring with Sean TV's Jordan Herner. Thanks for that, Jordan. Okay, we're going to introduce you to Otis of Axe Hole in just a moment. He's cleaning up the axes from my failed attempts at hitting bullseyes. Again, that is what I'm going to try to achieve in today's show. I don't think we're going to stop filming until I actually do it. But before we meet Otis and get that instructional tutorial on axe throwing, up first in this week's Road to Hope preview, we're going to introduce you to a family whose son tragically slipped into a coma about 2 years ago. However, their love and support of their son will continue to inspire you long after you watch this story. You can catch Road to Hope weeknights on Shaw TV at 8:30 p.m. Okay, so Otis Garnett of Axe Hole is going to quickly demonstrate for us the correct body positioning when throwing an axe for the very first time. So we're going to go through this in further detail coming up. But first, if you want to get into position there, Otis. Yep, as you can see, his hands, both hands are on the base of the axe with his thumbs lined up. His wrists are locked and so are his forearms. And when you bring it up over your head, the axe is going to be in a 90-degree angle. And then one step forward, elbows straighten, release. Okay, actually release. And then follow through. So that is how it's done. He makes it look super easy and super fast. So that was the slow-mo version. Stay tuned. Axe throwing from Axe Hole after this. Welcome back to the show. If you're just tuning in now, we are throwing these axes. We're at Axe Hole and I'm taking out all of my aggression, frustration, anger, and every other bad feeling that I've ever had and throwing axes at targets. Well, this isn't a real axe, but realistically, we're throwing the smaller axes. These are hatchets, and we're gonna have some details coming up about Yelp Fit Club. This is one of the many stops starting March 18th across the city. You can check out a really cool activity like axe throwing for free. Now we have Otis Garnett with Axe Hole. He's gonna demonstrate how to throw an axe at the target. Fire away there, Otis. Boom, and boom. Oh, so close to the bullseye. Now that's my personal mission for today's show is to hit the center of the target. We're going to get a full tutorial with Otis coming up in just a moment. Plus we have Jenny Marshall with Yelp stopping by for all the details on everything you can check out with Yelp Fit Club. Stay tuned for all of that. But first, Elk Island National Park has played an important part with bison restoration over the last 100 years. Here's Shaw TV's Tim Dancy to take us over with all the details. Thanks for that, Tim. Coming up next, we're going to introduce you to a local national prima ballerina who, after dancing across the world, is dedicating her retirement to inspiring the next generation of performers. Here's Shaw TV's Bianca Jade with more. Oh, that was an underhand throw. Great job, Otis Garnett of Axe Hole. He is here to give us the play-by-play, step-by-step, how to hit the center of the bullseye. Ray, am I scaring you yet? Okay, so Otis, tell us, axe throwing, is it easy? Can anyone do it?
I believe anybody can do it. It's like any other sport. Like, I mean, some people are going to pick it up quicker, right? But, you know, like anything with practice, anyone can.
And you were showing us earlier how to line up your body. The trick shot is something that it takes even more practice. But for beginners, what do beginners need to do to line up their body and throw that axe properly?
Okay, so like there's a couple key things, right, when it comes to you know, throwing the axe. one, right, is keeping that wrist locked, right? Because if your wrist is not locked, right, you're gonna get more of a flick or a lob, right?
And then you're gonna hit the floor.
Yeah. Or it's gonna sail up over the target, or it's not gonna have enough bite to stick into the target. When it gets there, it's gonna over-rotate, right? So you wanna lock that wrist so you get a good toss,
Okay.
right?
So I'm gonna.
Okay, so you're gonna lock that wrist. You're gonna make sure you follow through, right? And you're gonna gauge your distance of where you need to be, right? See how the handle hit first,
Yes.
right? That means you under-rotate it,
Okay, show us.
right?
Okay, let me move this for you. Nobody throw, nobody throw. And, oh, geez, you got that in there. All right, show us the correct version of that, please.
Right, so, yeah, if you hit handle, you're under-rotating, right?
And that's the one-hander. Here's another
That's
axe
the
for you.
one-hander.
Let's go at the same time. Ah! I'm still scared of it. You do my target.
Okay. Right?
Oh, you're
There we
so
go.
good. Okay.
A little practice.
And when people come in for the first time, what's usually their experience like? What do they get? Like, this is something you kind of get amped up while you're doing it.
Yeah, you get pumped up, you know, to do it, right? You know, especially when it's busy in here and it's high energy, right? Plus, you know, the trainers, we have to do with that, right? We tend to get people pumped up, ready to go, ready to throw some axes, right? You know, and yeah, people come and have fun in here, right? You know, especially whether they come, whether they come in a big group or they come just, you know, with a friend or, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, right? Okay. You know, people have a good time here. It's a fun place.
Okay, let's throw one more. And then coming up in the show, we have Jenny Marshall of Yelp Fit Club. For all the
we both missed that.
Oh my goodness. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Oh, so close. And he had 3 bullseyes during the commercial break. Again, that is Otis Garnett of Axe Holes. And we're now joined by Jenny Marshall of Yelp on location. If you're just tuning in now, once again, Yelp Fit Club returns to the city for another installment Friday, March 18th to April 1st. And Axe Holes is one of the many different fitness stops that you can check out for this event. Now, the best part about this whole thing is that everything is free. So you can go and try everything from bar classes, which is a combination of ballet, yoga, and Pilates, to throwing axes, a great way to get out your aggression, try something new, and have fun with your friends in a different capacity than you've probably ever done before, or a variety of other activities throughout the city. Now, we're going to have a bunch of details coming. Ooh, better watch out for this girl. A bunch of details coming up with Jenny Marshall about Yelp Fit Club in just a moment, so stay tuned for that. But first, what's the secret to longevity for a local band here in Edmonton? Shaw TV's Jen McDonald finds out. Thanks for that, Jen. Okay, before we chat with Miss Jenny Marshall, coming up next, we're going to Calgary to introduce you to a woman named Martina. She was having quite a bit of difficulty getting around her home, but thanks to a not-for-profit organization called Hearts and Hammers, life is suddenly a lot easier. Mine's stuck in the wall too. I just casually placed my microphone here. So Jenny, your first time throwing axes, mine as well.
Yes.
How's it going?
Not good. This is way harder than I thought, but I can see how it can be addictive because you just want to do better and better and pick it up and, you know, hit that bullseye one of these times. I will actually get it in the wood.
It's kind of like golf in that respect, right? You just want to keep whacking at that ball until you finally get it right. So Yelp Fit Club, it comes back to the city for another installment Friday, March 18th. How many have you done now?
This is our 3rd year doing Yelp's Fit Club here in Edmonton, and it has just taken off like crazy. It's so amazing to see so many people coming out and supporting locally owned fitness type places. They're not all really workouts. A lot of them are quirkouts, as we like to call it at Yelp, because it's a little quirkier than just going to a gym, but you're still going to get a good workout. Try something new, and above all, every place that's involved in Yelp's Fit Club is locally owned.
Wonderful, and free for this event. All they have to do, there's a small sign-up process.
Yeah, you just are going to want to go to Yelp, go to the events page, and you'll see Yelp's Fit Club there. It'll be featured. Every single event that's part of Yelp's Fit Club is completely free. www.yelp.ca, or you can pull it up on your Yelp app on your phone and RSVP for these amazing events.
Why is it so important to support these local businesses that might not otherwise get this type of exposure?
Well, exactly. It's just support, bringing the community to support locally owned businesses. It's been the forefront of Yelp since the very beginning. I mean, we always say Yelp, we know just the place, and when we know just the place, it's going to be locally owned and be amazing and fun and cool. And when you get to come to these events or go to locally owned places, you meet the owners, you hear their backstory, you're supporting other people that live here in our community in Edmonton and the capital area.
Besides axe throwing, what are some of the other activities on the roster?
There's some good ones. We're going to be at Laser City, Bar Body Studio. We're going to be doing wild archery. We've even got boxing classes at Marshall Boxing. We're going to the UFC gym to do an MMA style workout out in Sherwood Park.
Right.
We've got belly dancing, burlesque, pole dancing.
Okay, so pretty much something for everyone.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be so much fun. I'm really, really excited about this year's lineup. There's 13 different locally owned places, 14 different events, something for everyone for sure.
One more time, that website.
www.yelp.ca.
Thanks so much, Jenny. Before we go, here's your on-the-go calendar. All right, here we go. Our last throw of the show. We're going to line up, Otis and I. And
Let's
oh, we both got it in that time. Yes. Oh, wait, but the high five failed. All right, so Yelp Fit Club starts March 18th across the city. That's this Friday. Go to yelp.ca for all the details. If you want to check out their website, axhole.ca. I've been your host, Danny Giesbrecht. We're going to throw one more time. We'll see you next time. I can see why people get addicted to this.
It's therapy.
All right, and fail.